It's great to have you with us from Robert W. Plaster Stadium. We will find out a whole lot more about these teams as Week 1 showdown here on EA Sports College Football. It's the North Dakota State Bison and the Missouri State Bears. Reese Davis, David Pollack, Jesse Palmer here in the booth. Holly Rowe is down on the sidelines, and we check in with her right now.
North Dakota State's head coach told me before the game he has great confidence in the line of scrimmage and their ability to run the ball today. That's because he has got an experienced back. With a freshman quarterback, if he doesn't like what he sees, he can hand it off, and they will plan on having great success up front. Back to you.
Holly, thank you. And the Bison ready to put it away and lift the lid on this season. And here's the return. Didn't find any crease in that kickoff coverage, and he'll be stopped at the 17. The Bears offense will go on the attack first. And here comes the maestro of this offense, getting the start here in the first game of the season. Send the tight end in motion. Here's how the career starts. His first carry. Able to pick up a couple before he's dragged down at the 19. Picked up 2 yards on that last one. They need 8 on second down. Back to pass. That's caught. It's Graves. They stop him almost immediately. Short gain there, and still a little ground covered. Pick up the first.
Quarterbacks love the short passing game early in games because it really helps them get into a rhythm. So nice job by the offensive coordinator giving his quarterback an easy throw, something he can see, and something that he knows he can complete.
They tried to go smash mouth on 3rd and short, and it did not work against this defense. The Bears will call on their punt team. He'll take it on the return. He only needs a sliver of daylight. Little pressure on the coverage team there, and they'll stop him at the 47-yard line. And now it'll be the Bison offense with his first possession of the game. And here comes their freshman 4-star quarterback. Couldn't blame this guy if he's feeling some nerves. Highly touted quarterback stepping in on a team that went to the national championship game a year ago, but they believe he's got the goods. Running inside, it's Mitchell. And a nice solid pickup there before the defense wrestles him to the ground.
Man, it's easy to call plays when you're getting 5 or 6 yards a pop on the ground. Like, why would I get complicated? Why would I get complex? Like, up front right now, this group just win, fall forward, get that good gain, stay ahead of the sticks, don't have to get in bad situations. This defense better respond, or else I'll do that all the way down the field.
Awesome job up front by this defensive line, being so good at the point of attack and eating blocks, eating some double teams that allows these linebackers to run free, unencumbered, and get to the football.
Makes the grab on the left. Nice job to pick up the first down, and they'll spot it at the 42. What a nice job to get through your progressions and find your man open on the drag.
And you can't do that without good protection up front by the offensive line, giving you a little bit of time. And you're right, the QB had time, saw the matchups, finally saw that drag come open, completes the strike, gets the first down.
They're down to the 32-yard line on 1st and 10. The run inside. It's Mitchell. Defense right there to stop him in his tracks, and they get nothing on that play.
Defense is about firing off, hitting the offensive guys, and staying in your gaps. Everybody knowing where they're supposed to be. You could tell the defense, everyone was right where they're supposed to be, nowhere to run.
They'll move the wide receiver. Back to pass on 2nd down. Rifles it down the middle. And this is dropped. Incomplete pass. He had a huge gain in his fingers, and he couldn't hold on.
Oh, my goodness. I mean, the huge opportunity. He throws the deep ball down the field right in the breadbasket, and he drops it. There's no coming back from that one. There's nothing nice to say. Just refire, play the next play.
Now facing a 3rd and long. From the gun, wants to pass. Trying to make magic with his feet. He won't have enough for the first down as the defense able to corral him. It'll be 4th down. They'll send out the kicker to try to salvage this drive. This is not a straight-on kick, a 42-yarder from the right hash. Not a chance. Missed it. And the score will stay right where it is after that miss.
And sometimes I just feel like 4th down, man, just go for it every time. Like the field goal miss, make rate. And listen, kickers have improved the last couple of years, but you left some points off the scoreboard there.
The Bears offense makes its way onto the field. Quick release by the QB. Man, he is hard to wrap up as he gets it to the 32-yard line. Let's take a moment and think Missouri State. One of the big storylines coming into this year was the rising temperature of the coach's seat, and the process of cooling things off starts now.
All offseason, this coach has said the right things. I'm not worried about it. I'm not focused on it. I'm just worried about our team. But, David, let's be real. He's got to win games. There is an expectation at this program to win, and if he doesn't start fast this year, that hot seat's only going to get hot.
No, and then the chirping starts.
And the defense, they've got him at the 27.
And that's absolutely going to be one of the keys to this football game. Keep the rabbit in the cage, man. Don't let him get outside that pocket, start bouncing out wide. That's where he'll do a lot of his damage with all that speed. That is a big key for this defense. Great job here early in the football game.
And the Bears line up to punt it away. That first punt was a beauty. They'd take another one just like it. No fair catches here, looking for room. He's got great speed. The speed, the shiftiness, the elusiveness, all on display in that sweet return there. North Dakota State sends the offense out, ready to get things rolling on this drive. A really nice job methodically driving down the field the last time they had it, but the missed field goal ruined the drive. Got stuffed on 1st down. It's 2nd and 10. Motion from the wideout. Wants to fire on 2nd down. They'll run the screen. Didn't have much room to run and not a whole lot of help. Short gain there and still plenty of ground to cover for the 1st down. If they don't pick up this 3rd down, let's see if they trust their field goal kicker after the miss on the last drive. From the gun, wants to pass. Throws to the wideout. Got his man downfield. And this defense was flailing as he weaved his way and got down to the 26. Here we go. Offense trying to keep them off balance on 1st and 10. Keeping it on the ground inside. It's Mitchell. Pulled down after a nice run, and they're in the red zone at the 19. Good spot after that 7-yard pickup on 1st down. It's 2nd and 3. From the gun, they'll try to impose their running game. He's wrestled to the ground right at the 15-yard line, and a big red zone opportunity here. All the way down to the 15-yard line. It's 1st down. This time he wants to throw. Zings it complete to the right. He's brought down, but there's a flag on the field. Let's see what the call is. A very productive play until it was wiped out by that penalty, and they'll go back to work. After the holding penalty, the offense will try to hang on with a 1st and 20. He's looking to throw. Gets it to him on the screen. Not able to break the big one on that screen to the running back, but he found enough and a solid pickup on 1st down. After the completion, we see there is a man down, and the clock will stop to check on him. You hate to see this, all of the work in the offseason and injury this early in the year. Operating in the red zone here on 2nd down. Out of the gun, the running back has it. He stopped just short of the goal line, but they'll have it 1st and goal from the 1.
Well, the defense is on their heels right now. They're going to have to find a way to stop this guy. When he's got a head of steam, boy, he is hard to bring down.
The give to the big fullback. Tough to run it this deep in the red zone, and he found nothing at all that time. Can the D deny them on 2nd and goal? Just going to keep it after the snap. Trying to find the end zone, and he's not going to make it as his defense is making it tough. Didn't move it a millimeter on that last play, and now they'll try it again on 3rd and goal from the 1. Runs it into the house. Touchdown, North Dakota State.
It's just so nice to have a signal caller who can make plays through the air and make plays with his feet like this. Runs in for the touchdown. The defense knows I have to account for him every play. That's my quarterback.
Getting ready for the extra point after the first score of the game. And he's got the extra point, and it's 7-0 to start this one. So a drive that started just beyond midfield, only 49 yards, and they capped it off with a 1-yard plunge. Caught inside the 20, chance for a good return. And he'll be stopped. Return gets it out across the 25, stopped at the 26. Off-play action on 1st down. Rush is on him. He's going to take off. Slides to the ground, picks up the 1st down, and avoids the hit.
Hey, listen, it's important at that position to be able to be good off schedule. Everything's easy when it's on time. You can get the ball out, but when things break down and they get off schedule, you've got to have a guy back there that can make the right decisions. He did exactly that.
And they'll bring him to the ground after a short gain. All right, guys, let's talk just a little about Missouri State. During the offseason, they go out, they get a top 25 recruiting class. That's nothing to scoff at. But the question is, how do they move up from here, David?
Well, and how do these talented young guys perform at this level, right? We don't...
It's a fumble on the play. Defense falls on the ball. Going to be a turnover.
Oh, and it's a hit like that that will absolutely light up the sideline, light up the stadium, change the momentum, and help you win a football game, because that hit is what caused that fumble.
North Dakota State sends the offense out, ready to get things rolling on this drive. Already a solid start to this one. Now back to work with this 7-0 lead. Oh, better look out! And he doesn't find much running room. A short gain on the play.
And the defense doing a great job committing to the run. When you commit to the run like this, obviously you can give up some plays in the passing game, but you got to stop the run first.
To the air on 2nd down. Got a man. It's Washington. And good coverage by the defense, just a short gain.
And I love linebackers, man, that just have a nose for the football, an absolute feel. Great job not losing vision, feeling the running back start to come out of the backfield to catch the football, and then doing the most important part. Probably the hardest, too, getting him on the ground.
They're working that left side. Working their way closer and closer. A 3rd down conversion, and they've got it at the 26. 1st down here for the offense. Out of the shotgun, they go to the ground. An explosive play in the running game as he's got the 1st down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. The give on the inside. Maybe some room here. And he runs it in for the score. Touchdown, North Dakota State.
And what a push up front by this offensive line. Everyone playing in unison, driving out of their stance, working into the 2nd level, hats on hats, creating a lane for that running back.
Now they'll line up for what they hope is automatic. And the extra point makes it 14-0. A very efficient 5-play scoring drive. And they finished it with a beautiful 15-yard run for the score. On the run from inside his own 5. They'll corral him and get him down at the 17-yard line on the return. First snap of this drive will come from their own 17. Looking for a crease. It's Kennedy. Crosses the 30. They believe in this running game, and he's out across the 40 to the 43 before going out of bounds.
The defense has got to be more physical up front. Don't let them have those running lanes, those holes to break off a nice run, get a first down. And here's the thing, you better reload quick because they're right back on the line to call another play.
And after the tackle, we are headed to the end of the first quarter. Going to need to step up to make sure this one doesn't get out of hand as the second quarter is about to get underway. So second down here as we're back at it after the break. Running inside. It's Kennedy. Maybe a crease. Now they're starting to feel it. They've got a first down at the 44.
This guy has been hard to bring down on this drive for the defense, and the D's lucky there because it was a DB that saved a touchdown. When he got into the second level, he put the Jets on. There were people in the stadium holding their breath thinking he might break it, but this defense up front, they've got to be able to slow him down a little bit.
They say you could call holding on every play. Well, they did on that one. So it's now 1st and 20 after that holding call. The play action fake. Here's a heat. And he was drilled just as he released the pass. It's incomplete.
And that pressure got to him quick. I mean, you talk about you want your quarterback to feel comfortable. Man, he didn't have time to feel comfortable. He didn't have time to get his feet set and get in the ground. This offensive line's got to do a better job.
Second down, he'll throw it. Now adjusting. Short gain on the play before he slides.
Welcome to the frustrating reality of college football. Like, the guy at the quarterback spot, he can just do that. Pull it down, get positive yards, makes the defense have to account for him every single play.
On 3rd and long, he'll have to turn it loose deep. And it slips through his fingers, incomplete. That would have been a huge gain if he could have held on. And the Bears will send out the punt unit. He makes the fair catch, and they'll spot the ball at the 18. North Dakota State sends the offense out, ready to get things rolling on this drive. They've already put a couple of scores up, and they look to add to it on this drive. He's going to lose a yard on that one.
Great job at contained by this defense. And in order to do that, the end man on the line of scrimmage defensively has got to be able to set the point and force the football back into traffic. And that's exactly what happened there.
Tight end in motion, see how the D reacts. They'll go to work in the air on second down. Just missed on the connection, incomplete.
I don't know if the quarterback read the coverage properly on that one, but obviously the result is an incompletion.
Not exactly the ideal situation for this offense. 3rd and long, backed up inside their 20. From the gun, wants to pass. Bringing the heat. All kinds of room to throw that one in there. Finally forced out of bounds, maybe a step shy of midfield. They'll mark it at the 49.
Just beautiful, and that's a great feeling as a quarterback when you make that throw, and it keeps your offense on the field, keeps the offense in rhythm. Obviously not as good as throwing a touchdown pass, but I'll tell you this, way better than having to trot off over to the bench and wait for your turn to get another shot.
Might have a chance. Really good surge for this offense. They move the chains, and he's got it at the 34. So they move the sticks on the run. Let's see what they do with this one. The run inside. It's Washington. They didn't get a push at all on that one. It'll be no gain on the play.
A lot of times you see these defenses, man, they pull the run blitzes. They understand the formations. It might be a run, play the percentages, and then you got to deal with the big defensive tackle inside. So more bodies near the line of scrimmage. Everybody's got to pick him up, but they didn't block the most important guy, the big fella right in the middle.
A little too much on that one, just out of his reach.
I'll tell you what, Jesse, one thing we know is that guy's got an arm, because he just threw that thing probably with everything he had, and he missed. You've got to do a good job as a quarterback of understanding who I'm leading, who I'm throwing the football to, how much speed they have, and right there you can tell that was a big miss.
They couldn't connect on second down, now staring at a 3rd and 9. From the gun, wants to pass. Snagged out of the air. Didn't get nearly enough done on 3rd down. He's brought down at the 31-yard line. And here comes the field goal unit for the second time tonight. Knocked it right through, showing that big range from 48 yards out.
And you want a touchdown and you want to be aggressive, but man, right down the middle, that obviously gives me some confidence down the road that I can trust this guy.
Looks like he's going to bring it out. I imagine he's going to get an earful on the sideline after bringing it out of the end zone and being knocked down at the 11. So here comes the Missouri State offense. After giving up that score, now it's incumbent on this offense to kind of get a back and forth going, Jesse, in this game.
They got to put some points on the board here. There's obviously a lot of football to go, so it's not necessarily panic time just yet, but I'm getting the ball into the hands of my best playmakers on this drive.
I hear you, Jesse, but not panic time. Have you seen my defense? I mean, I'm not trusting them to get a lot of stops, so it puts a lot of pressure on this offense.
Here's a quick throw out to the left. He's there to make the stop, and they threw it in reverse, losing yardage on that play. It'll be 3rd and long. From the gun, wants to pass. Here comes the heat. Blasted as he lets it go.
And that's a play on 3rd down. This offense just has to do a better job protecting their quarterback. Give him a split second more time to complete that throw, but they couldn't do it there.
Punt is in the air. He's got it. Makes a move. The solid return there offsets some of the punt yardage and really sets up this offense nicely. North Dakota State sends the offense out, ready to get things rolling on this drive. And we talked about this guy from the beginning, and so far he has not disappointed behind center. He's been turnover-free. They're moving the ball up and down the field, a really mature performance. After picking up a couple at 2nd and 8. Looking to fire. Firing to the right, complete. Brought down at the 32-yard line. Picks up 15 yards on the play and an important 1st down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Here's the handoff. Here's a little room there. Big pickup on the ground here to keep this drive moving and give them a 1st down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. From the gun, the running back looking for room. He now has 53 yards rushing in this first half, and he is making quite the impression in the opener. The offense threatening, close to the end zone now with a new set of downs. With the run on 1st and goal. Nothing doing, and he was lucky to get back to the line of scrimmage at 2nd and goal. And after that run, there is a player still down on the field. You hate to see this, all of the work in the offseason and injury this early in the year. Defense rose up deep in its own end on that last play. Now a 2nd and long coming. They've been running it, but now the pass. He's brought down at the 6, but the defense feeling the heat to make a stop here.
And I really like the decision by the quarterback there. And listen, it's early in the downs. Like, don't force it. Don't make a turnover. He tucks it, get what you can get, and then live to play the next down. I like that execution by the QB.
They'll look to throw on 3rd and goal. Touchdown, North Dakota State. Fitted in the window for the score.
I think you love starting the year off with some momentum, and that's exactly what this offense is doing. They're firing on all cylinders, defense doing their job as well. This team getting out the gates to start the season in great fashion.
Lining up to tack one more onto that lead. The kick is good, but the penalty flag indicates we've got a roughing the kicker call coming.
Personal foul. Roughing the kicker. Defense.
Man, I hope the kicker's okay after that penalty. You've got to worry about protecting them when they're on that plant leg. Not going to give him a chance to make a play as they boot that thing through the end zone. So here comes the Missouri State offense. They've got nothing done so far, and they already find themselves in a 3-possession hole, Jesse.
Yeah, and as a head coach, you're wondering, what didn't I say? What didn't I do to get my team ready to go? Because we look like we're sleepwalking at this point, Dave.
Yeah, nothing went well in the first quarter. You just say refresh. Like, let's try to find a way now, chip into this lead, try to make it somewhat manageable when you get to the half.
He's close to the first down, but they're going to mark him just a little short.
Nice completion here to this wide receiver, and you're going to see this receiver line up in different spots all over the field all game long. Defense has got to keep their eye on where this guy is because they know he's a big part of this offense's success.
Intercepted, and the defense has set him up, bringing it back.
Not all DBs make the play at the end, right? They can bat the ball down, they can be in position, but they don't really secure the football. Great job by the DB securing the football and forcing the turnover.
They are so close to a score, they can smell it on the first play of the drive. 1st and goal. They'll try to get it in with the run. Relentless, tough running gets it down to the 4. Now it's 2nd and goal. Tries again to get it in. Could not find a hole. This defense clogging up everything. It's 3rd and goal.
This has been really good for the defense, too. It's kind of a bend-don't-break mentality, right? Really bowing up with your backs against the wall. If you can win this next 3rd down, try to force the opponent into a field goal. That's a win if you're on defense.
Touchdown, North Dakota State. Right on the money, and he makes the grab in the end zone.
And I think this is really the separators in good offense and great offense. Can you throw the football inside the 5-yard line with the tight windows? He can. Nice strike, nice catch, nice execution.
They'll try to add another to their lead. And the extra point was good to finish things off. Quick strike offense on that 3-play scoring drive. And the score comes on a 5-yard touchdown pass. And he's going to bring this one out. Stopped at the 17, and he's probably second-guessing that return. Okay, guys, the Bears offense comes onto the field. Last drive ended with an interception, and they can't afford to have that happen again. Pocket breaking down. Going to try to get it himself. Gets some yardage and gets down.
It's just so nice to have a QB under center. Nowadays in football, you can trust these guys. You put so much on their plate, and you tell them, go get positive yards when it's there. And a lot of these guys are such great athletes, they do it with ease.
And the defense makes a play, sacking him back at the 10. The defense coming up big there, and the sack is great, but the secondary deserves some credit too.
No doubt. When you can cover like that in the secondary and drop back in your zone and only rush a few, and you feel comfortable getting home and they're going to get to the quarterback, that is a great feeling, and that's fun to be a defensive coordinator calling the plays.
They've already punted 4 times in this game, and they're about to run the guy out there for a 5th time if they don't pick up the first down here. Keeping it on the ground inside. It's Kennedy. He'll be stopped about 2 yards short of a first down. The Bears will try to pin them back with the punt. That leg is staying loose, already the 5th kick of the night. Just needs a crack to get a return. And the punt team able to smack him to the ground. North Dakota State sends the offense out, ready to get things rolling on this drive. Just an outstanding performance for this guy behind center. The passing game absolutely firing on all cylinders, and best of all, they've protected the football. They can really be aggressive after that last play at 2nd and 3. From the gun, the running back has it. And he gets it to the 44-yard line. It'll be a first down. So they move the sticks on the run. Let's see what they do with this one. We're at the 2-minute timeout. They've built a big lead, and they'll try to pile on a little more before the break. From the 44-yard line, the offense snaps it on first down. This time he wants to throw. Fires to the right. They pick it off, and this defense, a much-needed play. Didn't have a lot of room to run after the pick, but he's done his job. They have it at the 44.
And what a great job by the defense that time. Cover 1, man coverage, and did you see how everybody was impressed? When you press receivers, you disrupt their timing. You get your hands on them at the line of scrimmage, you jam them, and it completely disrupts the quarterback and his thought process, and that time, that was a big reason that ball got INT.
Running inside, it's Kennedy. Oh, he's got some space. He now has 72 yards on the ground, a very productive first half here in the season opener. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. They'll move the tight end. Off the play fake on first down to throw. Fires to the wideout. Finds space on the right. Makes a catch with defenders everywhere, and now the defense backed up with a 1st and goal from the 5. And this is a really important series of plays, a chance to cut into the lead just before halftime. Fires to the end zone. Can't make the grab as he was going for 6 right there.
And I think a big reason this offense is struggling right now and why they're trailing on the scoreboard is they have not been able to protect this guy, and it's affected him. He has not looked very accurate. Moving forward, the pass pro has got to be better to help this guy out.
And again, finds nowhere to run. Maybe got it back to the line of scrimmage this time. The pressure ramps up on 3rd and goal. Before this 3rd down play, they're going to take a moment to think it over and call a timeout. They'll have 2 left to work with before the half. 3rd and goal for the offense. From the gun, wants to pass. And the quarterback is knocked down back at the 13. He is a menace rushing the passer, career sack number 20.
I mean, some people just have a knack for getting to the quarterback. What a great job throughout his career. Getting there, getting him down, getting pressures. He has been a quarterback's worst nightmare.
I was just going to say, David, you don't sleep well as a quarterback the night before you have to play against this guy because he is going to sack you. That is a guarantee. Death, taxes, and sacks for that guy.
So now on 4th down, they'll try to salvage a 3 and just get points before halftime. Didn't make him sweat at all. It's good.
And listen, y'all know in the booth and everywhere how I feel about kickers. Don't always love leaving it on their foot, so to speak, but nice job executing. He keeps doing stuff like that. I'll keep trotting him out there.
And he takes this from inside the 5. They make the stop, and that is the end of the first half. Halftime as both teams head into the locker room. We're looking forward to a terrific second half, but before that, let's check in with Kevin Connors.
Gentlemen, so much excitement around a brand new season, and we're excited to get you caught up on everything here in Week 1. Let's open things up with Louisiana Tech taking on the number 6 team, the Texas Longhorns. And it's Louisiana Tech able to escape with a 3-point victory. Talk about an upset, pushing them to 1-0 on the short season. Here now some other games you may have interest in, and social media has some sharp opinions about the state of things right now. Now back over to your game in Springfield. This offense just continues to find a way to make big plays. No death by 1,000 cuts today. They are consistently gaining chunks of yardage, and it's reflected there on the scoreboard. Either way, it's time to find out. Back to the best in the biz for the start of this third quarter.
All right, Kevin, about ready to start the second half here. Just about set to get this second half underway. He'll start the return inside his 5. Tackled and brought down at the 23-yard line, so not a whole lot of room on that return. North Dakota State sends the offense out, ready to get things rolling on this drive. Let's see if they can keep that first half momentum rolling. Not a lot of room, but found his way ahead for 2 out to the 26. After the 3-yard pickup, they come to the line 2nd and 7.
Here we go. Ready. Blue 85. Blue 85. Go, go.
From the gun, running back gets to give. Defense not budging. He's still able to get 2 to the 29. You got to think they'll try to muscle their way forward on 3rd and short from the 29. From the gun, wants to pass. Working the middle of the field, and it's complete. It's a game of first downs, and they've got one out to their own 37. New set of downs after the completion. They'll go back to the ground. They can rely on this guy to pick up solid yardage when they need it, and he's out to the 43. Got 6 on first down. Now a lot of options on 2nd and 4. Hand off from the shotgun. And he never had a chance. Just stopped cold as soon as he got it.
Yeah, and listen, the offense has had their way, and they've had so much success and so much production. But listen, at least the defense got a rep. You know, maybe this gets you a spark. Maybe this gets you some energy. Maybe we'll see a little bit more life from this defense.
Yeah, they may not win the game, but I think this defensive coaching staff at this point, based on how this game has gone, they're just trying to find things to build off of. And maybe that's something they can point to as they get ready for their next opponent, of things they did right and things that they got to do more consistently moving forward.
Now on first down from the 43-yard line. From the gun. Give on the inside.
And what's the closest guy to the football, man? It's those defensive tackles, and those guards and centers have to work together. They got to get those guys and get some movement. They don't on this play, and the big fella eats. Nowhere to go. When you run into him, you usually meet the ground.
And they'll knock him down.
And, man, the big fellas up front, they don't get a lot of credit. They don't get talked about a lot unless it's negative, but they're the big component, man. They've got to get some push, to get some running lanes, get this running game going. They're the ones that make it go.
Safe completion on the screen. On the move is the third. Makes the grab in their space. Run out of bounds just before he could get it into the end zone, and now they're set up first and goal.
Well, this guy already has a touchdown. He almost had a second right there. You saw how good he is after he has the ball in his hands. Great job by the quarterback. A, finding him, B, getting it to him quickly, and then his speed and his God-given ability does the rest. He's got his offense in great field position.
They've got it down to the 3. Now it's second and goal. Tries again to get it in. And there was nowhere to go, just stopped in his tracks in the backfield.
Unsuccessful second down, and now I'm immediately thinking, I got a little bit more than I want, so what are my pass plays? What am I going to get into here offensively to try to have success on third down?
Had nowhere to go with that one, had to just throw it away. A wise decision to keep the field goal in play. And on fourth down, they'll try to salvage the drive with a field goal. It's good, and that was dead solid perfect. And they just tack on a little more to this gargantuan lead.
And that's not the way they wanted to end the drive, but nice job being ready and your field goal kicker coming through and putting 3 points on the board.
And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. So here comes the Bear offense. The run inside. It's Kennedy. Nowhere to go on that one. It'll bring up second and 10.
Linebackers in today's football, obviously, guys have gotten smaller. They got to play in space more, cover fast guys out on the perimeter. But how about this linebacker coming downhill and making a physical tackle in the hole?
That is a big win for this defense, as they were right there as soon as he got the ball. They've got to come up with a big play on this third and long. From the gun, wants to pass. And they'll miss the connection here on third down. The Bears decide to punt it away. They'll be forced to kick for the 6th time tonight. Fields to punt and tries to help improve that field position. This guy is a daring punt return man. He's not going to settle for the fair catch. A solid return gets a little bit of ground for the offense. North Dakota State sends the offense out, ready to get things rolling on this drive. So last time, David, they ate up some clock, ran a bunch of plays, but settled for the field goal.
Yeah, but they're still up, Reese, and I like where I'm at. If I'm on offense right now, my job is to put another long drive together, eat more clock, and get another score.
Just got to be better in the red zone this time around. When they get down close to the goal line, you need better execution to put a touchdown on the board here.
Motion from the wide receiver. Second down, they'll go to the air. And it was worth going for a chunk play, but the long pass is incomplete.
And this defense has to find more plays. Man, they've given up some big plays, and they haven't played well so far. They've dug themselves a hole. They need some more of these. They need some more stops. Playing the football in the air a little bit better. Don't give up the big plays. Maybe force a few turnovers. This defense has got to get their offense a spark.
On third and long, he's going to have to throw for it. Got away from trouble and got rid of it. Makes the grab. It's Ford. Big play. Takes him into plus territory. He's out of bounds at the 47.
Here we go. Ready. Strike 18. Strike 18. Ready, go.
Out of the gun to give to the back. And he's able to bounce off one tackle for a solid pickup. Got 8 on first down. Now looking at a 2nd and 2. A designed run for the quarterback. Quick step and go. And he's brought down after a nice gain. Following that run, we have a player who is shaken up. That's their freshman quarterback who was injured on the play. As they attend to him, Holly will keep an eye on things for us. They're down to the 20, 1st and 10. Here's a give to Washington. Defense right there to stop him in his tracks, and they get nothing on that play.
And that run really didn't go anywhere, and a lot of times we don't focus on it enough, but how important those 5 guys are up front. To get on those defensive linemen, to try to move them out of the way, to get a run game going, it squarely falls on the shoulder of those 5 offensive linemen.
Brown wants to pass. Makes the grab. Touchdown, North Dakota State. Nice catch and good work afterwards to get it into the end zone.
And add it on again. This offense has done whatever they want, however they want, and this lead has ballooned. When you start a season off, you want to build momentum. You want to defeat an opponent and beat them badly. That's exactly what they've done. This team looks ready to compete for a national championship.
Lining up to tack one more onto that lead. And he makes the extra point. So that's a 60-yard touchdown drive. And they close the deal with a 20-yard pass for 6. And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. So the Missouri State offense heads out to open this drive. They didn't get much done the last time they had it. Had to punt it away from deep in their own territory, hoping this drive will be more productive. Wants to throw on first down. Here's the pressure. Good job to avoid the negative play and just get rid of that thing.
It's a smart decision by the quarterback, but it's a frustrating one also because you're trailing in this game and you know you've got to hit some of these throws to get back in it. But the defense is doing such a good job in coverage. Nobody's open, so you've got to throw that one away. Smart decision, but it's a tough decision to make.
Now, you've seen the evolution of these slot receivers. They're just matchup nightmares. They're hard to get your hand on. A lot of times, they're off the football. You can't jam them. These guys are so productive, and offenses really feature their best players most time in those slot positions.
Let's see exactly where they mark this, but it looks as if they're going to be a few inches short of the first down. Punt is on its way. Deep in his own territory as he reels in that punt. Cover guys do their job, and they get him stopped at the 22-yard line. North Dakota State sends the offense out, ready to get things rolling on this drive. They've been dominant, and now they'll try to execute to their own standard. Now, after that run, they're in pretty good shape at the 30-yard line.
And we talked about this guy coming into the game, man. He's a dude. Like, he's a guy that they're going to feature, they're going to give the football to. He's so good with the ball in his hands, so why would you not hand it to him as much as possible? They're doing it early, and he's getting some chunk yardage. This defense, they knew about him, but now they're finding out about him.
Dragged down, but they'll move the sticks for a first down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs.
Ready? 180. 180. Ready, go.
From the shotgun, the handoff to the back. He stopped at the 49 after gaining 10. It'll be a first down from the 49-yard line.
Here we go. Ready. Red 54. Red 54. Go.
They'll give it to Washington. Surged ahead for a couple there. It'll be 2nd and 8.
The big fella in the middle, man. Those defensive tackles, they go such a long way in deciding and really stopping the other team's run game. Just forcing contact with those guards and those centers, owning the line of scrimmage, and getting running backs on the ground.
And he has a solid gain before the defense bottles him up. And after that last run, we'll see if they keep it on the ground on 3rd.
Flag 14.
They'll try to run for it. They've got it inside the 40 at the 39 as they pick up the first down. This drive has been exclusively on the ground. Could they be setting up a shot play? They'll give it to the back. They'll give him 4 on the pickup at 2nd and 6.
This shouldn't be a surprise to anybody. If you've got the lead in the 3rd quarter and you want to keep it, you got to bleed the clock. Best way to do that, run the football. And you're now seeing this offense call these run plays back to back. They are trying to be physical.
There's a crease. Touchdown, North Dakota State. Once he got some room, it was over.
David, I mean, you can take your hands away from your eyes. At this point, this thing is just defense optional. This is atrocious. Nobody wants to tackle in this game. Nobody wants to take an angle. It's another long touchdown. Great job by the running back. But when are these defenses going to show up?
Yeah, it's frustrating. It's hard to watch, man. Just, we've got to get lined up, make sure you're in the right gap. If you can't jump out of your gap, you can't guess. And these defenses, they're giving up big plays, and those are the ones that will kill you because it's points right away. And a lot of points in this football game, and these coordinators, they're not real happy right now.
And he knocked that one right down the middle. And he's coming out of the end zone. I know he thinks he can house every return, but sometimes you just have to take a knee as he stopped at the 14. First snap of this drive will come from inside the 15 at their own 14-yard line. Keeping it on the ground inside. It's Kennedy. They didn't get a push at all on that one. It'll be no gain on the play. So now it's 2nd and long. Back to pass. Trying to burn this defensive back. Finds a spot down the gut of the knee. And what a huge chunk play for this offense. Just exactly what you need to move the ball down the field. Will the beatdown continue, or is this a comeback for the ages in store? We'll see as we start the 4th. They go back to work in the final period of this one. Looking downfield on 1st down. Pressure coming. Fires downfield. Incomplete, and he threw that one up for grabs and into traffic, and fortunate to get it back. Plenty of work to do here on 2nd and long. Give to the back. Here it is trying to flex the muscle. They get him down at the 34 after a pickup of 4. 3rd and short coming from the 34. You wonder if this is 4-down territory. They go right back to him. Working their way closer and closer. A 3rd down conversion, and they've got it at the 26. And the Bears have their offense in high gear. From the gun, they'll give it on the inside. Nice pickup on the ground there. They'll move the sticks with the 1st down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. From the red zone, it's McNabb. Pulled down at the 11-yard line as they inch closer and closer to pay dirt.
The defense wins that one, and the offensive line was challenged by their coaching staff coming into this game to try and get push up front and establish the line of scrimmage. They're going to have to do a better job running than that if they're going to win this one.
Quarterback will keep it, and he avoids the hit and slides after the short gain.
Well, they try to go quarterback design run on that play, but the defense just not buying it. Nice job, everybody playing downhill and making a tackle close to the line of scrimmage.
He wants it all. And he was looking to the end zone, and they couldn't make the connection. And for the 2nd time tonight, they'll trot out the field goal kicker. And he's already put 1 3 spot on the board. He'll try another one from 25 yards out. Never a doubt. Right down the middle. Let's not say they cut into the left side of that field goal. Maybe just, tweaked a little bit of it away with their fingernail. He'll bring it back from inside his 5. He was looking for more running room, but none to be. As he stopped at the 23. North Dakota State sends the offense out, ready to get things rolling on this drive. If you like old-fashioned, grind-it-up, run-over-'em football, that last touchdown drive was for you, Jesse.
That was impressive, man. Great blocking up front and tough physical running by these ball carriers there.
And now you wonder how the defense responds. Like, are they going to get way more aggressive to try to stop the run? I got to do something to break the rhythm of that running game.
Going to the ground. He moves the chains, and they'll mark the ball at the 33. With the first down, they'll put it in play from the 33.
Here we go, ready. Blue 30. Go.
Running inside. It's Washington. Nowhere to go on that one. It'll bring up 2nd and 10.
That back had absolutely nowhere to run the football. Actually, is he counting? I think he's counting to make sure there's only 11 guys on defense.
They got nothing on the last play. It's 2nd and 10. Brown will throw it. He'll try to do it himself. Breaks into the open. And he'll race it to the house. Touchdown, North Dakota State.
And this kind of performance has to give this team so much confidence. Week 1, you go on the road into a hostile environment, and you put the beat down like this. This coaching staff is going to be happy on the ride home.
PAT unit on the field. And the extra point will tack another one onto this lead. Quick work on that scoring drive, just 4 plays. And he knows how to finish in style, a 66-yarder to the house. And he's going to try to return this one. He was looking for some running room, but not much to be found as he stopped at the 18. The Bears offense makes its way onto the field. They had to settle for the chip shot field goal last time, Jesse. They'd love for this one to pay off bigger.
Yeah, it just comes down to execution, too. Did a nice job out in the field, stalled a little bit once they got down to the goal line, so they just need to be a little bit more crisp here, Dave.
Yeah, and listen, I think the first part was the most important part. You got to put the drive together first to get down there. Now, when we get down there, focus on execution and getting 6 points.
They get enough rush, and it pays off. The sack at the 20.
The one thing I love about this defense, and they're showing it here in this game, is there's a variety of ways they can get after your quarterback. They can get home with 4, they can get home with 3, or they can blitz guys from all over the field, but they've got athletes with bad intentions, and they've registered a ton of sacks in this one.
The defense all revved up after that earlier sack, and they'll try to stop him right here. Off the RPO, fire right, trying to convert. He's going to come up a couple of yards short of the first down. And the Bears send out the punt unit. They'll look to pin him deep. That ball will make its way out of bounds, and they'll mark it dead at the 15. North Dakota State sends the offense out ready to get things rolling on this drive. This has been exactly the way you draw things up, David. The offense has really been moving the football.
And it's been great execution. They've done exactly what they've wanted to do. Build the lead. Now Palmer's a different animal. Now you got to protect it.
You can tell they were paying attention in practice this week in the film room because they have gone out, everybody right now on the same page.
Give to Washington again. Slams into the pile. He'll get 1 to the 17.
And here's the mindset if you're on offense. Fourth quarter, you've got a huge lead. Obviously, you're going to run the football, but just be aware of the clock. You don't want to snap it too quickly. You're probably just doing safe runs inside the tackles like you saw right there. You just got to execute. You got to be aware, but you've got this game in hand so long as you don't turn it over.
They've got it 1st and 10 from the 25. Here's a give to Washington. Got enough for the first. And he was loose and out the gate and doesn't go down until he gets to the 48-yard line. He's up to 107 yards rushing, and with that run, he's now over 100 yards on this opening day. This offense absolutely humming as they come to the line again. The lone back's got it. Powers through the defender.
And I know you can play these late game situations differently, but I love when you just stay physical. You run the football, you preserve the lead, you got great field position, you're in a great position to salt this clock away and get a W.
Out of the gun, the inside handoff to the running back. Hauled down, but they'll move the sticks as he picks up the first down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. They'll ride the hot hand. They make the stop, but there is a flag on the field. We'll see what that's all about. We'll repeat the previous down, but this time the offense has 10 more yards it has to cover. The holding penalty will make it 1st and 20. They're looking for an advantage in the running game to the right. They bring him down, but a solid pickup to put them in position to pick up a first down. Backed up now, here's 2nd and long.
Ready? Blue 30, blue 30. Ready, go!
They'll keep it on the ground, trying to milk the clock. He's brought down, but there's a flag on the play. Let's see if it stands.
Personal foul, face mask, defense.
So the officials spy that face mask penalty, and the offense gets a first down. The offense will gladly take a fresh set of downs after the penalty. They'll run it from the gun. Defense right there to stop him in his tracks, and they get nothing on that play. It'll be 2nd down, and remember, they can pick up a first without scoring. From the gun, the ground game. Got a little grass. They'll finally get him stopped at the 1-yard line. What a run there.
And there is no greater friend to a quarterback and to a coach late in the football game when you have the lead and you can pound the rock. Offensive linemen can pave holes, like running back now runs through them, successful, move the ball, and most importantly, that clock can tick. But the physical ground game late in the game, that's how you finish opponents off.
We've reached the 2-minute timeout, and the clock is definitely on their side. They'll just try to run it out here. Here comes the offense on first down. And with the game all but decided, this quarterback will take a knee. Let's see what they've got on 2nd down. With the game in hand, the offense choosing to just have the quarterback take a knee. Their work here is virtually done. No need to take any more chances. They'll line up in victory formation. You work all offseason for that, the chance to take a knee and punctuate an opening victory to this season.
And, man, that's a good job by this defense. Great job being physical, penetrating, getting in the backfield, 3rd and goal, expecting run, getting in there, and now forcing a decision for this offense, forcing the 4th down and goal.
Waited so long to start the season, and just the way you want to start, getting that first victory.
And the first games are so much fun. You've been practicing against each other over and over all through camp. Now you get to come out, start the season off 1-0, Jesse. Great start.
It was a great start for the winning team. Now, for the losing team, obviously not the way you want to get into this season. There were some mistakes with execution, and guys are going to have to do a better job individually. But that's why you play the games. You get to now go back to the drawing board, get back on the practice field, try and iron out these wrinkles. It's a long season ahead. A lot to play for.
That's going to do it for us as the season marches on. For David Pollack, Jesse Palmer, and Holly Rowe, I'm Reese Davis. This has been a presentation of EA Sports College Football.